Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going through the side bridge, which is a part of the Mcgill Big 3 exercise routine to help you get out of low back pain and get a great set of abs. So in this video, we're going to find the appropriate level of the side bridge, which you should be starting out at. Check it out. Assuming you don't have any pain in the low back or in the shoulders in this starting position, this would be the appropriate level for you to start at. Now, if you do have pain, we're going to start with the remedial exercises that we're going to go through after this series of 3 exercise progressions. So stay tuned for that in this video. Now let's get back to the side bridge off of the knees. This is where most of you will be beginning at. And we're going to go through the recommended sets and reps that I went through in 2 videos ago in the Mcgill Big 3. So that is my first Mcgill Big 3 video series that I recommend you check out, as I go through the exact sets and reps that Dr. Stuart Mcgill advises, and I take you through a little bit more in-depth technique and analysis than we're going to go through in this video. Now, the first level is assuming we can go up, we're going to be holding for 10 seconds, bracing in that core, making sure we have a neutral spine so we're not flexed or super extended. We would hold that for 10 seconds, rest for about 3 seconds, then come on up for the desired number of sets and reps, typically between 4 and 6 reps for the first set. Now, let's assume that you can do all of the sets and it's not a problem for you for this first level. Then I want you to progress to level 2. Now, I do recommend though that you first try it on day 1, level 1, because I think a lot of you are going to find that doing this many reps, doing the recommended amount of reps, is actually an endurance feat, which you absolutely need. We do need core endurance just as much as we need core strength to help protect our back. The second level has 2 variations, and we're going to start out with our feet stacked on top of each other. So this is basically where now our feet are just on the ground and we're bracing. We've got a neutral spinal posture, neutral head posture, and we will go through the, again, same number of sets and reps, typically a 10-second hold followed by a 3-second rest for the recommended amount of reps and sets. That's level 2. That is the first variation for level 2. The second variation is going to be where our top leg is a little forward, not a ton, and our back leg is going to be behind us, and they're going to be on the floor, so we're here, right? And we're going to do, again, the 10-second hold followed by the 3-second rest. And we just hold that for the desired number of sets and reps. Now, level 3 is where we're going to be rotating. So this level is a little different than all the other levels because how you do the sets and reps is going to, as you can see, it has to be different. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take you through a progression, and then I'm going to tell you how you should count your sets and reps. And we're going to do a hold for each position. I am just going to hold the middle position or the front plank for a little bit shorter because we're emphasizing the sides here, okay? So come on up, holding this for 3 seconds. I'm breathing and I'm bracing. If I don't have my timer, typically I would be using that. And then I'm going to switch over to front plank, making sure I rotate very carefully and with my spine locked into my pelvis. We're not rotating through the spine at all here, okay? As you can see, my feet are rotating also with me, making sure that I do not rotate through up here first. Everything rotates together here, okay? So this would constitute 1 rep. And how we would count the reps and sets is that we would count as though this is a trunk curl up. So if you look at my last video, we might start out, for instance, doing 5 reps for the first set, 3 reps for the second set, and 1 rep for the last set. You could do the same thing in this exercise, so I'd follow the trunk curl up progression. Now let's get to the remedial exercise in case you had pain in the low back or the shoulders that was preventing you from doing these variations. So in case you had pain in the low back or the shoulders while doing the basic side bridge progressions, we're going to start here, and we're going to have essentially a front plank position against the wall. And what we're going to do is we're going to be rotating out against this wall. Now, when we rotate, we have to make sure we're rotating our feet as well, because we need to make sure that we're not rotating this way at all, or our trunk is rotating, our upper trunk is rotating before our lower trunk, okay? So again, we would go here, and these are the positions that we would hold for like 10 seconds. We would hold 10 seconds here, go back in the middle, take a breath, hold 10 seconds here. And in this way, we're sparing those shoulders and we're decreasing that load on the spine to allow you to progress into a level which eventually it may take a couple of days to a couple of weeks into the exercise that we just did on the floor. Now, another variation is to have your outside foot in front, the inside foot a little bit behind you, and we're just gonna do holds like this, and we again go through the same 10-second holds, 3-second rest periods. Now in the 3-second rest periods here, you can just go off of the wall and then put your arm back up on the wall, and then you can do the recommended amount of reps and sets on each side in this progression. Now, if you had problems with the shoulders, even going up against the wall here, when I did here, or when I did here, then we can go back to the floor, or we can go through a very safe shoulder sparing series. And you want to make sure that your shoulders are safe with all of these exercises. So let's go through the final remedial exercises to take load off of the shoulders. So in this progression, we're going to have our legs simply coming on up, and you're going to feel that in the side obliques on your top side when you lift your legs. And we're going to treat this exactly as we do the side bridge, except again, when we're on the left side, typically we're working our left obliques, and when we're on the right side, we're working right obliques. In this one, it's kind of the opposite, but it serves to make sure that the shoulders are supported. So when we come on up, this can allow us to spare those shoulders. Now, you could also do this off of a bench and actually do a side plank off of the bench like this. And this can also allow you to progress. So feel free to experiment. And if your shoulders are just taking a long time to recover, then you can still progress with that side plank, much like how you would in the first progressions that we went through. So again, for these ones, we would hold for 10 seconds, relax for 3 seconds, and you can do the recommended amount of sets and reps on each side. So if you got anything out of this video, please subscribe to my channel. Ask any questions you'd like. I answer all of them. Thanks for watching.